Quarantine has been an incredibly boring and uneventful time. Well, for the most part. Now I know what you're thinking. Thanks, Captain Obvious. Some people became couch potatoes, some people decided to take up running because they're psychopaths. Now me, though, I'm a little bit different. I decided to sit down and watch back-to-back kitchen nightmares absolutely non-stop. Normally I would have it on in the background while doing something else because the sounds of crying, screaming, and verbal abuse in general reminds me of home. But the longer I watched, the more I got to thinking and wondering. I never really knew too much about Gordon Ramsay other than his shows. I knew he had some restaurants across the world, but I didn't know how many he had, or exactly what he was serving across the board. So one quick Google journey later, I found his flagship restaurant, Restaurant Gordon Ramsay. I know, it's an incredibly creative name. A 3 Michelin star restaurant, meaning you can charge the highest of prices, but you better be able to back that crap up. Why exactly do we rate the quality of fine dining? Based on what a tire company says? I genuinely have no idea, but we're not here to answer that question. As I was window browsing all of Gordon's food at this restaurant, it got me thinking, what does a 1-star review look like for a 3 Michelin star restaurant? Well, that's exactly what we're here to look at today. And no, not TripAdvisor, not Yelp, nothing like that. We're going to take a look at the real reviews. The Google reviews. And let me tell you, it's quite a ride. I'm going to start reading them now, if that's okay with you. Tom says, "The service here was awful. We booked a table and still had to wait for it to be prepared." Other diners were offered to have their jackets taken upon entering the restaurant, but we were completely overlooked. Making us feel unwelcome from the very start. Not all of our food was served on time, and we had to ask for our sides as they had forgotten this entirely. By the time the sides were served, the main meal was finished. I would give 0 stars if I could. I do not recommend, especially if you are someone who enjoys good service. They take your jackets? Do they give them back? Mark says, "Extremely disappointing. The food was exceptional, but this was overshadowed by the extremely slow service." I want to stress extremely slow. Maybe I'm being a bit harsh, but we waited over 40 minutes for our mains without explanation. Now, I don't know about y'all, but when I go to a restaurant, a sit-down restaurant that I'm paying a lot of money for, I don't actually care how fast the food gets to me. I mean, maybe if it's been 2 hours or more, I'll just ask like, hey, I've downed like 70 beers, and if I don't eat something soon, I might get alcohol poisoning here. But I'm not gonna freak the heck out at 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever, because you have not got every scrap of food I ordered out to me. But maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm completely insane. Horrible experience. He doesn't know how to make burger. By he, do you mean Gordon? Do you think Gordon is in the back of that restaurant all the time? Do you? All right, Cameron, what do you got? Awful service. Didn't see Gordon. Family were very upset. You ruined our time away. Also, the staff were rude cows. Sorry, were rude cows. However, the toilets were perfect and I had a very good time in them. I really want to know what the bathrooms look like in this restaurant if you had that good of a time. Gordon wasn't there. Make me cry. All right, let's see. 1 star. Didn't go. Wow, my skin tone's turning bright red. It's really hot in here. And I know what you're going to say. Robin, take off the sweater. No, I'm not even going to bother reading that name. 1 star. I found a rat's droppings in my food and the lamb was raw. It also had no sauce. Jean-Pierre called me an idiot sandwich, not impressed. Dude, sick references, bro. Yeah, sick references, bro. Totally got that, man. That was awesome. Tasuku says, 1 star, too expensive for a normal food, very disappointing. What do you consider to be a normal food? Draco says, yeah, I'm sure that's your real name, not even real. Put more reality in. I'm not 100% sure what exactly he's asking. Food is very small, disgusting. My 5-year-old sister could have done better. Do not suggest it to anyone. Very disappointed of you, Gordon. So it was a run-on sentence there. Yeah, Gordon, shame on you. 1 star. I haven't any more pocket money because the waiter was a thief. You might consider bringing that up with management if the waiter robbed you during dinner service. That's just me, though. Colby says, went there and ordered the lamb sauce. Yeah, okay. Staff told me that they couldn't find the lamb sauce and called me an idiot sandwich. That's a great joke there, man. All right, Max, make me proud. Beautiful food, excellent service, but what happened to the smart dress code? We were surrounded by people who looked like they had just stepped out of a Ibiza party. Am I pronouncing that right? I don't really care. Mentioned to the manager, who got very aggressive and cocky. He basically ruined what was a wonderful lunch. For some reason, he kept repeating he was from Iran. Very dissatisfied with his treatment. Jacob, let's see. The water was dry and overcooked. Was it, Jacob? Was it really? Gordon wasn't there or yelling at his staff. I genuinely wonder how many people actually expect Gordon to be at any one of his restaurants at any given time, no matter where in the planet they are. 1 star. We had a lot of fun and foods were great. Awesome. Tried the tasting menu, only the quail dish is up to standard. Not worth to reserve so early for the place in my opinion. There are a lot of choice in London. I'd have to say my favorite side effect of all of Gordon's cooking shows is everybody suddenly grows the most refined palate in human history while chomping into their Burger King Whopper or a 5-layer burrito. Now, I would be remiss if I didn't also take a look at some of those 5-star ratings, because a lot of the times they seem a little bit sus, but I'll let you be the judge. Mr. Clean says, 5 stars. You donut. Gdordon Ram-ram. A little more olive oil next time, but overall, pleasant experience. Man, I can't wait to meet Gdordon Ram-ram when I grow up. 5 stars. To be honest, I've never been here, I just like Gordon Ramsay. Well, at least you gave it a positive review, unlike those guys that did the same thing but left a 1-star review for some reason. David, 5 stars. Super. Oh boy, this one's gonna be good. Fake too mad. Right. 5 stars. The food was yes. Raphael, 5 stars. Absolutely loved my experience here. The good was exquisite. I know it's just a minor typo, but I'm gonna make fun of you for it. All right, Victor, is that a Ben Shapiro photo? Doesn't matter. 3 stars. There's a first. I ordered the foie gras for my entree. I actually do hope I'm saying that one appropriately. And I was horrified to find a rat in my dish. He was kind of chill though, and he got out, so it wasn't that bad. But the fact that he was there to begin with is unforgivable. 3 stars. Unforgivable, but 3 stars? Dang. Ahmet says, 5 stars. A promising restaurant. Yeah, this Gordon Ramsay guy, he's showing a lot of promise. I think he's got a future in this business. Big Joe said, 1 star. That's it. All right, so at this point I must admit I ran out of good ones or ones I deemed of quality. I'm sure there are plenty more in there if you want to go and sift through them yourself. It's actually quite a good time at any of his restaurants. So because I have no other ones, I guess I'll leave you with a Tim Allen tweet. Karl Marx, Communist Manifesto, Wikipedia. And on that note, ladies and gents, I thank you for being here. If you enjoyed this video, all I'm going to do is beg like a normal person and say, hey, if you liked it, maybe give it a like. If you loved it, maybe subscribe. Please don't hit the keyboard with your face or slam anything. Computer peripherals are expensive. And before I continue to make a fool out of myself, I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Good night.